Yes, lovely people. We have with us the High Priest Aaron, and we have ignited the 14 gods, that which we are the embodiment of. This has been so delicious to really understand our makeup, to really understand the scriptures in another light, to really unearth as things are being toppled over, like Jesus Christ had turned over the tables in the synagogue. This is what is happening right now, and this is what we are meant to do in how we are learning the scriptures. The scriptures have some real serious, lovely gems that we can begin to unearth, we can begin to digest, but we need to be reading through the different lens that from that which we had been reading with before. We need to captivate and capture the essence of the 2020 vision or perfect vision that we have been granted right now, to be able to see things in perfect light. And so, my wonderful people, we have been able to see how the tree of life is really Eve. We have been able to see how Eve had been that which was through numerology, that which was before any event took place. And so we have been able to see that there were two creations, and we have also been able to see, even when it is said there is Eve and there is the woman, that's two. And so we are seeing that, or God created the man, and there's the man and there's Adam, that's two. Everything is in pair. And we see, as in 20, basically this is 20, and the word 20 actually equals 8. Let's just TWENTY, because we don't need to do all the maths as well, because we have done this several times. If you are new to this channel, you can check out, I think I have covered this in many presentations. So we are looking at 20 here again. So we are in 2020. 2 plus 2 is 4. This is the 4 that is like hidden. It is actually hidden in the 9 gods of Genesis. By the way, if you are new to this channel, we have discovered the 14 gods in Genesis, that which we are the embodiment of. We are the embodiment of these 14 gods here. But the number 4 does not transpire among these gods here at all, in all the numbers that show from numbers 1 to 9. But number 4 is hidden. And so this tells us that we need to work our own salvation, so to speak, scripturally speaking, by breaking off the 8, meaning 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, or breaking off the 8, breaking off the tablet like Moses did. And of course, we had Abraham as well. We see Abraham also equaled 8, and also there was a break into. We see about the story of Abraham with his son Isaac. We won't go into this right now, but there also was two sons. One of Ishmael of the maid, Maid, which might be, of course, coinciding with the maid god right here. The maid god right here, of course, is 5. It would be interesting to see Ishmael actually equals 5 somewhere, or something to that effect. Then we have also discovered that in that making of that which we were created, we are of 6 species, or 6 men, or 6 people, 6 whatever it is. Because, and this is not difficult to understand now that we see handsome robotics is actually creating AI that is really scheming all our data and being able to create Sophia in their image after their likeness. So we are understanding that everything breeds after its kind. So there has been like this is why we say something's real and something's fake. This is or some things that's the real one and that's the copy. There's always two. We see Sophia has her brother, and they have also they have at least 9 siblings. Sophia has at least or over 9 siblings. Now it is said over 9 because the word 9 has to correspond with the 9 gods of Genesis right here, the first 9 gods of Genesis. So they are not saying exactly she has 10 or whatever it is. I feel the next time they are going to say 14 because there's the other 5 gods in Genesis of chapter 2 that has to be corresponded to. Now, we also have covered how there are 2 creations, as I say. And of course, the 2 creations, in each of these, we would see that I have to explore the second part as well, as in how man were created. I've got to explore this as well again. But if it was 6, 6, but everything comes in twos, so if we have seen 6, then that means we are actually the embodiment of not only the 6 but as male and female of the 2 creations. Then there's the 12 hours of the day, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year, and 12 whatever else 12 represents. Also adding 12 together as 1 plus 2 is 3. And so we see, if we did the numerical I can hear High Priest Aaron saying, show it. So when we do the numerical value for the word 3, this is 28955. Adding this together is 10, 20, 29. 2 plus 9 is 2. So we can see how free, this is what I mean about free is cunning. It is like it's out there busy trying to, it's as if free as we know it, it makes a sacrifice and it kills part of itself and it part of its cell. This is what I'm just hearing. Part of its cell, and it comes to 2. So in numerical value, it comes to 2 because 2 is 13. TWO is 13. And this is where the incubator starts all over again. 3 becomes, it's like it's got to shed of its skin. Of course, the word skin equals 8, and that we have seen. If we did the numerical value for 8, it becomes 31. So that's the reverse of 13. So it sheds of its skin and it comes back. It has to come back to number 13. This is where it becomes revealed, like in Revelation. Okay. I'm glad I got that with 3 because 3 has been really quite a lot to contain. Okay, although I have 3 in my makeup as well, and that's why 3 is so creative. It is perhaps one of the most creative numbers. Okay, so we have seen like the tree of life, as we said, we see 2020, we understand. So the word 8 or 20 actually gives us 2 6s. This is how we got the 2 6 here and 2 6 here. That becomes 12. It also indicates that there was the 2 6s of species, if you like, or 2 6s of creation of human on the second day. So on the on the 6th day there would be 2 creation. Okay, now High Priest Aaron is saying all this has come together by the simple story of that in a very long time ago. A very long time ago, in the far distant future, there came a time. So he says, he's saying in a very long time ago. So there are 2 longs. And in the far distant future, there came a time. Listen, the word time actually equals 20. So he's saying this is not by chance. There was a time. The word was is also 7, and we have time. So it's 2 7s here. Okay, so biblically speaking here, and he said the lips of the east and the lips of the west came together and they performed their optimum best. They ate of the fruit. The word fruit, we may be repeating quite a lot here, but it's really to get the essence of what we are saying. 3, 9, 2. Adding this together, this is 3 9s, 27, 28, 29. 2 plus 9, of course, is 11. And this is also saying that each cycle or people or whatever have to perform this ultimate crucifixion or sacrifice or birthing of something new. Birthing, yes. Coming to another cycle, a full cycle as in Numbers 1 to 9. Okay, so the tree of life, we have seen that it comes to, that was 3 plus 3, 6 plus 5, and we saw that was 11. So there's this other part that we are going to go on. The word 11, let's do it here, ELEVEN, actually comes to 9. It comes to 9. Okay, so if you are new to this, I'm not doing the numbers because of time, but we also have Eve in the middle, and it also tells us that L, which is like an L, L is also seen as God. So Eve or God Eve or the Eve God, whichever you, evens things up. She evens things up, we could say that. Now there's so much more we could do with this, because we could also say there she levels things up, like in evening things up. Okay, so we see that here. And 9, of course, doing the numerical value for the word 9, that gives us 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. So here we see right here how this creation of the tree of life comes to creating here all of when we had the tree of life. The tree of life, 3 words. And I should have really okay, no, it was, we had tree of life. Okay, so tree was 4 letters, and of is 2 letters. So 2 plus, and life is 4. So adding this together is 10. 10 is really what gives us perfect. We have done 10 already, and we see when we do the numerical value for 10, it gives us 12. Again, we are seeing that 12 is coinciding with the 2 sets of 2020 that we had, like 26, 26. Okay, all right. So 2 plus, it's like really. And also the word perfect, just to make things clear, the word perfect gives us is 10 as well. Okay, there's another thing that I really wanted to show. Yeah, so we have 6, and 6, if we did a numerical value for 6, is 196. Adding this together is 16, of course, gives us 7. We want to show this 7. Do the numerical value for the word 7, SEVEN, which has Mother Eve in it again, because it's like saying there was an Eve in this. This is what High Priest Aaron is saying, pointing out. So Mother Eve is in this 11, and she's in 7 here. So there were 2, 7, and this is about the 7-11. This is really like a lot to take in. So doing the numerical value for the word 7 is 15455. Adding this together is 20. So can we see how we have gone back to 20, as 20 would give us 8, and 8 would give us 26. Of course, this would also be 20. 20 gives us 26, which takes us back to where we have been, and 2 plus 6 is 8. Of course, we're going through the whole cycle again. This would be the whole cycle. There's more to this cycle, because this cycle would end up giving us 31, as we have seen the reverse of 13. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope, and 13 minutes on the clock. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. And really, as I say, all the purpose of this presentations is to empower ourselves, is to find spiritual healing, is to find the spiritual knowledge that is necessary for us to heal our lives, to become better expressions of that which we have known ourselves to be, to really experience life to our optimum best. All the purpose of this is to really ignite the 14 gods within us, and to be able to make better choices, better decisions for ourselves, knowing who we are. So we are of the 14 gods. The 14 gods is the embodiment of Mother Eve. So we are Eve. We need to acknowledge that. And we are also of the six man is of six and hence the number of man is six. It is said the number of man is six. So basically we have he, him, and male, female, and he, them. So this is the number of man. And this is in Genesis of chapter 1, verse 27. So if we add 2 plus 7 together, this gives us 9, which is the whole cycle. But also it already indicates that we are of the two seven gods. 2 plus 2 sevens are 14, 1 plus 4 is, sorry, 2 sevens are 14, 1 plus 4, yes, is 5. So this is Mother Eve right there. So we are really on this journey of self-expression, self-discovery, self-empowerment, self-resilience, self-reflection, self-healing, and we are now ready to be resilient, specifically with what is happening in our world today, and to be able to devise a vision for the life or what we want to live or create in the earth, so we can now create man in our image after our likeness. So stay ignited and do join me again. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, and share. Hi, ignited souls. Oh, we are going to have little bite sizes right now, and I just thought it'd be nice to have some fun in between this. That has seemed like diving in deep and really going about the tree of life and discovering about good and evil. And there's so much that we have done lately, and of course, this is all to help empower us onto being spiritually fit and spiritually strong and enlightened and conscious in what we are doing, thinking, and saying, because we do recognize that we have to do things or behave in a different way so we can, or at least, reap different results. Okay, so I'm looking for my fork. Oh, well, I'm going to have to do my hands. Okay, let's dig in deep once more, people. Let's dig in deep. Okay, so this is really something that I did some time ago. I did a video which because I've done so many videos, but I feel people who subscribe will just be perhaps looking more about what I'm doing of late. So I thought I would just give you some bite sizes and refreshments. Okay, so we'll invite the 14 gods, that which we are, and the high priest Aaron, of course, who help us navigate ourselves through these turbulent waters. Okay, turbulent waters, you know what I mean, with this COVID-19 and all this coronavirus, and of course teaching us how to really, as I say, navigate through these times. So let's look at the United Kingdom and the United States of America and see what relationship they have, because they seem to have had a relationship, and we know, of course, that the United Kingdom, of course, was the mother of America, but we'll see what happens. Let's just see. So let's look at this. So I've put this here to save on time. So this is 17, 17, 18, 19, 24, 28. So 2, 8. Now that also tells me that to say united here and it's 28, we are talking about 2020. We are talking about creation. We are talking about, so when we did the word 20, for instance, it equals 8. Let's use a different, the word 20 equals 8. And of course, if we say 2 8s, we are talking about 2020. So if we did the numerical value for the word 2, for instance, that would be 4, and 8 would be 4 as well. 4 as well. So 4 plus 4 would be 8. So that tells us there is unity. You can see that here. It's very clever the way they do this. Very, very clever. Now, if we did it in another form of saying about, it would be 28. So 20 is already 8 again. And 8 would be 4 because it's 31. So 4, of course, 4 plus 8 would be 12. Of course, and 12 gives us the 12 hours of the day, the 12 months of the year, and 12 zodiac signs. And of course, 1 plus 2 is 3, and this is where things are set into motion. Okay, we won't go too far into this now. So kingdom, of course, breaking it down, is that this is 12 again. 12 plus 9 is 21, and 2 is 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, and this is also 5. This is 10, this is 14, this 14 is 5. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10. So kingdom is 10. But I like to leave this 5 here so you can see king and you can see dom. You can see how it is there. Now united we said was 8. Okay, I think it was 8. Yeah, all right. And so we have united here, 8 as well. Now let's look at states here. So, before we go on, let's add this together now. This would be 10 and 9, and 8 would be 9. Okay. So United Kingdom would be 9. Now I want to show you something. I really want to show you something, and I'm hoping, okay, High King, of course I'm doing King, High Priest Aaron will help us here. So let's look at this now. So this is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So we have 12 here, and 12 is 3. Okay, and so we have 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, let's add of. We are actually doing the of as well. So this is 3. 6 plus 6 is 12. So we have 3. And let's add America. So this is 10. This is 22, 27, 31, 32. Wow, 32. Now, didn't we have 32 for you? Was it 32 we had for United? Or was it here? We had 32. Okay. I'll just do United again just to ensure that I've got it right. So this is 3 plus 5, that's 8, and 17, 21, 26, 27, 28. We had 28. So 28 is 10. So 28 is 10. 28 is 10. So that's 1. So we have 1 plus 1. So this is adding this together. 1 plus 1 is 2. Right. Okay. So we'll see how that happens here. So we have 1 here as well for United. And we have 3. So 1 plus 3, United States, which is often said United States. So that would be 4. But if we did of America, we see 3 plus 5 is 8. So if we did add these two together, 8 plus 4 would be 12. We are talking about 12 of the zodiac signs, 12 of everything. 12 is 12 months of the year and so on. But we usually say United States. But I thought I would do the whole thing here to really show how, if we say United States of America, how that would be. So we see that that has hinged onto the very first verse of Mother Eve's speech when she says, "Let there be light." That actually comes to 12. Let there be light. Everything was birthed in that very vibration. It is the hours of the day, the waters, the stars, the sun, the moon, everything was birthed there. Is to say, let there be light. And that came to, because the word there as well was also indicative of two creations already. Because saying whatever is there, it has the word hair in it. I'll just, High Priest Aaron says, show it. So whatever is there, it's also hair. here, and it's also in he, and it's also in her, and of course, and it's also the, as in whatever it is. You can see that. So when it is said in the verse, this is why I think the number three is so dynamic and so complex in its nature, that it carries quite a lot. It's like the butterfly that has to, I get it. Thank you, High Priest Aaron. The butterfly has to be I don't know if there's such a word as morphosized, but I have coined the term. It has to be morphosized, and it carries this thing, or it has to break its wings. It has to lay more eggs and back into a caterpillar and then another butterfly. So we see all this has happened here. Okay. So another way we want to look at oh, I'm wondering what happened here. Am I recording? I'm not, am I? Okay.